All right. Good evening, everyone. This is Miss Shirley OG Gardner in Zone 6B. Good evening, and thanks everybody for stopping in. If you're watching the replay, thank you for coming this way so that you can hit that like button and show me that you like me just a little bit and subscribe to my channel so that way you can hit that notification button as well so that you'll know of any new videos that I upload. So let's see here. Unbiased. All right, LLC. First one, girl. I saw your little TikTok video. You silly. Hey, Kay, Renee. I know I saw, who else I saw in there earlier though? Um, Okay, might not be. All right. So, okay, Renee's Garden, thank you for stopping in. Hey, TLC in the garden, I see they saying hi to you. I don't know why you don't show up in my chat. TT's Urban Pantry. What's up, girl? Yeah, your garden is coming along nice. I like that asparagus bed you got going on. Hey, Cheryl, how are you, girl? Hope you're feeling good today. I'm glad to see you made it in here. Cece, uh-huh. I checked you out with you and Mona. Yeah, buddy. It's nice when folks can meet up like that. What's up, Mike? Oh, we'll say it was yesterday. I was gonna say, what day is it? No, hump day was yesterday. Press continue, Gardner. Hey, daughter, how are you? I got the hugs and kisses. Thank you. Get out up in here bright and early. Hey, hon, how are you? They said, got you playing in the background, Miss Shirley. Got to get this work done so I can relax. I understand, babe. Hey, do you take care of your business? You know what I'm saying? I understand. I ain't mad at you. I'm glad that you took the time to even turn me on. So, well, listen to me, okay? Oh, all right, come on back. Tia, Drumgo, good evening. Thank you for stopping in. Mike. Everybody saying hello to one another. It's nice, I know everybody's been having problems with their weather, everywhere. And it's just rough that we just have to do what we can with what we got going. Hey, my Renaissance grandma, thank you for stopping in this evening, sweetheart. Great, look at that tired tongue. Greatly appreciated. Gloria Elliott, hello. Yeah, you made it in here tonight. Like today, our high today here in Cleveland was 69 degrees. It's been raining so much on and off. I mean, we've had hard rains, we've had soft rains. It's just been crazy. And every time it rains, the temperature drops 5 to 10 degrees. The other day we was like 88, 89, and now we're down to 69. Me. La 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 do. And I stopped there. Hey Lala. Hey G Mama Gross. What's up, girl? You here with us. You in his house. Thank you for stopping in this evening. Have you gotten moved yet, G Mama? I know you was in the process of trying. So hey, Lisa White, you in here? Well, good evening. I didn't see you. This chat sometimes it just go woo. Would you say, sure? I think it was 91 today. It's still hot. Yeah. Like I said, every time it rains, the temperature keeps dropping here, and it was 69 today. G Mama Gross, aren't you in Ohio? What was the temperature your way, dear? Because I know like where Gina is at, it's a little different than what we got up here. Sometimes she's almost 10 degrees warmer because she's further south. Shakira, hey, what's up, girlfriend? Thank you for stopping in. Glad to see ya. Yep. Everybody is catching it one way or the other. Either it's too hot, it's too cold. My garden was finally trying to take off because it had warmed up and now it didn't drop down to 69 degrees. I went out today to look at my little figs on my fig tree, which I'm still tickled to death about. And with this sudden drop in the temperature, especially with my peppers and tomatoes, they finally thrown out a lot of flowers and fruiting. Will this affect them? It scares me some, with this constant up and down, up and down. Did I see Fifi? Hey, Fifi, there she go. I see people saying hi to you. Good evening. How are you? Glad there you go. Fifi's journey. Okay, journey. Yes, I see you, sweetie. Thank you for stopping in this evening. So I know some people have given up on their gardens and just now starting to plant their fall gardens because of the unbearable heat. And some of us are worried about our gardens because it hasn't warmed up. I'm finally seeing my okra breakthrough, and it's not getting very big because the weather just keeps going up and down, up and down. So I may or may not get okra this year, which I really would love some. And I would like to see my other hot weather plants do as well. Like my what's it? Cucumbers have come up, they're vining, and I hope to see some fruit. I know I'm still fighting the animals. Now I'm fighting the elements as well. So hopefully I'll get some out of my garden. It might be late, harvest might be small, but if I can get anything, I just be grateful for whatever I can get. And right now, I'm just tickled pink about my figs. I hope that they go to fruition and I get a chance to taste them. Would you say I'm living in an apartment with my son right now? Not happy, but at least I'm not homeless. I understand. I ain't mad at you. Do what you got to do. Oh, of course, Fifi. Always, sweetie. Yes, indeedy. Oh, I think I was watching. Fifi, wasn't you doing a TikTok or something with your son? You was out there trying to cut up, dance a little bit. Okay, Gma, you say yeah, you in Ohio, but it was up to 77. No, it didn't even get to 70 here. It was just 69. That's where it stopped. Uh, yeah, it keeps going up and down. Hey, soul sister, soil sister. How are you? Thank you for stopping in. Oh, yeah. I'm still a little achy though. I got osteoarthritis. And thanks. You like my little hat? My granddaughter called her little grandma hat. Yeah, little arthritis bother me, but other than that, I'm okay. I'm okay. You know what? You take one day at a time. I'm just glad that I'm what they call it, vertical and not horizontal. Only time I want to be horizontal if I lay down and go to sleep. That's the only time. I seen somebody in here I missed, and I'm trying to catch you on my phone. Backyard Garden Flow 2021. Thank you for stopping in and coming my way. Would you say, yeah, it was a YouTube show? Yeah, I saw look out here out there with her son trying to cut up a little bit. Oh, Shawnee in here, 2003. I see somebody saying hello to. There go Juicing with Jay. I'm enjoying my lemons. Oh, they so good. Oh, there you go. I see you, Shawnee. Okay, thank you for stopping in. Everybody saying hello. Yeah, yeah. Like the man said, I keep my drugs close, right here. A bottle of water and my drugs. uh, Dag, I still miss somebody. I know I miss somebody. If I missed you and I didn't say hello to you, I'm sorry because this chat sometimes it'll be okay 1 minute and then it just jumps. So hello to everyone that's here this evening. Um, I hope for the ones who are in the really hot areas that you stay hydrated. You gotta drink your water, not your alcohol, but your water. You've been hearing about instances where people have been falling out because they was trying to drink alcohol instead of water, and alcohol dehydrates you, doesn't hydrate you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there go my other son, Michael Farmer. Hey, babe, thank you for coming in. You took the time because I know you're a busy man. You're a busy man. And my girl, Bougie. Hey, what's up, Bougie? Yes, Prepper, come on in. Thank you for stopping in. Setting up one arrow garden, grow some favorite herbs made it because of us. Okay. Yeah, everybody's getting into those arrow gardens. Don't even worry about your grass, Juice with Jay. If you ain't eating grass, don't worry about it. What you say is 93? Ooh, in North Carolina, Shawnee. Yeah, it was 69 here today. What? No alcohol? That's what I'm drinking right now. I didn't say that I wasn't drinking none. I just said y'all don't drink none. It ain't hot here. Guap, Wait a minute, Stacy. Boucher, I'm putting my pinky out. All right. Yeah, Odom, I see that thins your blood. Well, it ain't hot here. 69 degrees. I need something to warm me up. Guava. Early in the morning, it warms up. Then it seems it does just the opposite. Starts cooling off in the afternoon. And no roosters are loud. Yeah, you might have to when you got neighbors. Neighbors complain when you got roosters. Uh-oh, there go my girl, Miss T with the T. What's that, girlfriend? Yes, indeedy. I have been really missing you these mornings lately. I've had doctor's appointments. I'm taking physical therapy 3 times a week. So I don't get a chance to really listen in on your show. So I'm kind of missing some of the topics. But like the man said, you got replays, and I'll be checking those out. Everybody saying hello to one another. Yes, indeed. It's nice to be able to say hi to one another. In the evenings, some of us starts to wind down, even if we're working. Um, it seems like the course of the day when you want to come home from work and relax, if you get off in the evening hours, if you have a spouse, you would like to see because it might have been a rough day and you just need to just to know that someone else is there at the house. Even if you live alone, if you got pets, or you got a good friend that you like to sit down and call and say hello and see how they doing. The end of the day is at the end of the day. You just be glad to see it. I do understand because a lot of times I see people in here saying, I'm in the bushes, I'm fixing dinner, or they have children. And now that school is out, they might not have homework, but the kids still around. They still have to be fed. That's right. That's right, Lisa. They are. The garden community is a sweet, wonderful group of people. We are. We have our ups and downs. We have our days of depression. We have our days of happiness. When you tell the garden community about anything good in your life, they seem to celebrate right along with you. Like my granddaughter, she's getting closer and closer to her due date. Um, she got to have a C-section. So July 31st, her last day, she'll be 37 weeks and they're going to do the C-section. So I will be here for my first great grandchild and I am ecstatic. I'm so happy. I don't know what to do. I've been over at the new house she moved into. She's nesting now. She's got the crib up and she's got the changing table and the rocking chair. I mean, the whole 9 yards. And I'm just tickled pink. I'm just can't wait to sit in that chair, that rocking chair, with my great granddaughter. I'm having a little girl in my arms and singing and rocking to her and telling her about gardening because she's going to be out there right along with me. Yeah, so I'm really tickled pink about that. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so, microfiber. I hope to be ooh, ooh. All that in a bag of chips, as the kids say. I'm looking forward to my first great grandbaby on board. I got pictures I took of her sitting on the sofa. It's funny. Both of our feet were swollen. I'm on the in the chair with my feet propped up. And she on the sofa with her feet propped up. I was like, oh Lord, we too much alike now. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I know y'all will be. And that's what I like about the garden community. When we celebrate, everybody celebrates. Everybody got a story to tell, whether it's about their grandchildren or their great grands or nieces and nephews that they're close to. You always got stories to tell about your kids. If you got pictures and whatever. Growing what I eat, you just slid in here on me. I see you saying hello to Shani and Cece. Good evening, sweetheart. Glad you made it this evening. Yes, I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you, Bushi. Yes, indeed. I'm just tickled pink about my baby girl. So and they said she's not a baby anymore. She's a big girl, but she's always gonna be my baby girl. That's the first my mom's first grand and my first granddaughter. Yeah, grandchild. I got two more, but it's just cool. That's right, CC. You know what to do. Drop that MSOG. Let everybody know where your channel is at and what you're growing in your state and show them that you like them just a little bit. And I know they would appreciate it. Yes, indeed. Oh, Barb Brownlee in here. I see she slid in here and I didn't see her. Hello, sweetheart. How are you? That's right. Drop your channels, MSOG. Let other folks know where you can be found. That way they can check out what you're growing this time of year. Yeah. I was over looking at my garden for a hot minute to see if my rain barrels is filling up. And yes, they are. They're getting quite full. And I've been pulling a lot of weeds and grass and stuff, and I've been throwing them off into my rain barrel to get the nutrients from the dead leaves and what have you. So and put it right back in the garden. What you say, backyard gardener flow 2021? Thank you. Oh, you got one? A 4 months old. Oh, congratulations to you too. Yes, ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, this what I like about our garden community. We communicate with one another. There's nothing wrong with that. Even if we have sad news, like I forgot who that was because my memory's not what it used to be. But she lost her best friend the other day, and I understood how she felt because I lost my best friend last year to COVID. Oh, Miss Shirley, can you explain how you harvest a peach before people in Georgia? I don't know. I really don't know. But that bad boy was so good, sweet and juicy. I turned y'all off because I peeled the skin off because the fuzz breaks me out. I tore that peach up. That peach caught it. I was sucking the seed. It was so good and sweet. I mean, I had juice dripping off my chin. Y'all wasn't gonna see all that. We watch Led when he eats his fruit off his trees and stuff. We see T Nog when she busts open a fig or little T Nog, uh, eating figs, and I'm waiting to see when I can do that. Yeah, my okra's not doing that good right now. It's really slow. My tomatoes is just starting to really fruit. Hey, PIA. Hey, what's up? How are you? Passionately intrigued. Oh, thank you, darling. I just love your name. Oh, yeah. So I'm still dropping seeds too. Every time I get a chance with the ground being wet, I don't even punch a hole in it. I just been going out there because it's so saturated. I just been taking seeds and just pushing them down in there. I got maybe a cucumber popping up front around my what is it? My black eyed Susies and stuff. I do interplant vegetable seeds around my flowers. So I got stuff popping up and I walk by and I'm just like, oh, I forgot I stuck some in there. So yeah, it's funny. I'm doing a miniature version of gorilla planting with flowers and seeds and stuff. I'm just taking stuff, just pushing it in the ground. If it come up, it come up. If it don't, it don't. And sometimes it might not come up this year. It might sleep the whole winter and pop up in the spring. And I'll be like, where did that come from? And I forgot all about it. That's right, Cheryl. Tell them to hit that like button. Show me that you like me. Just a little bit. It's always greatly appreciated. Yeah. And you know what? We're not giving up. We know we can't beat Mother Nature. So yeah, just keep dropping seeds. I'm gonna keep dropping. Our seasons are short here. We only have maybe a good 4 months that we can grow in, and then by it being cold so late this year, with all those late night freezes, that it was late getting stuff going. And once you planted it, it took a while for the soil to warm up for anything to really take hold. So it's a lot of stuff that should have been up a lot further than what it is right now, and I should have been already harvesting. But because the weather was so crazy, everything was slow to get started. Now things are starting to take off, and then the temperature dropped down to 69 degrees. Ah, yeah, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So for you guys, I was watching, who was that, T-Nog early today, showing her watermelon and picking pigeon peas and what have you. And I was like, yeah, wrapped around your corn. Hope they, oh shoot, that just took off. I think that was Mike talking about certain stuff. Yeah, the chat just takes off. Mike, my green beans were trying to choke mine out. Oh, let me tell you, my lemon balm herb is then took over my backyard, and I'm gonna get out there tomorrow and pull up as much as I want to, because now it's competing with my strawberry patch, and it's just it hasn't even reseeded yet. It's just gotten so full, and I haven't been cutting it back, and it's just done went bananas. It's got to go. Yeah, would you say yours, soil sisters, yours is just starting to grow up here too? Yeah, my okra plants, I mean, they just like about this big. Normally, they would be already fruiting, and they're not doing anything. So yeah, just got off work. We'll be listening. That's all right, growing with HUD. Say, hey, sweetie, how are you? HUD, and I uploaded the wrong video. That was the one I started and cut it short. I have an actual one, whether can you talk tonight, that I pulled out the content and showed it. So I'm gonna still upload it and show you the one I did. That the borage didn't make it. It got squished so bad. I did plant the roots anyway, and I said I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna baby it, because sometimes, even though the top of the plant dies, if the roots aren't damaged and you kind of do a little TLC to them, it might send up something. So we're gonna see. That's all I can say at this point. We're gonna see. So I see. Yeah, yeah. My mint, my peppermint, and my what's it? My peppermint mint and my mojito mint came back. They were dying and drying up for a minute there, and I started cuddling them and watering them, and then boom. Hey, ex New York prepper, I hadn't seen you for a minute. Glad to see you tonight. Hope you okay. I took down a half an acre of trees on my property today. Now hopefully soon I'll be growing in the ooh. So you got some sun, got rid of some of that shade, huh? Well, congratulations. Yeah, please be careful, because taking down trees ain't no joke, and it can be dangerous. We're glad to see you here tonight. Missed you. Yeah. Ooh, Barb got all kinds of goodies going on. Growing purple choy, pak choy, beets, tomatoes, carrots, sugar peas, corn, cubes, variety of greens, onions, potatoes, okra, cauliflower, cauliflower, long bean, squash, and still dropping seeds. Woo, woo! That was a mouthful. You go, girl. That's how I'm talking about. Get down with the get down. Some of my hot pepper plants is doing the same thing. I up potted them to the raised bed, and they're looking good now. Yeah, yeah. I got my Black Beauty eggplant loaded, loaded with blossoms, but they're dying and dropping off. I have to move it because I think they're not getting pollinated. Yeah, so it's going to have to be in a new location closer to the bees, because the pepper's right next to it, doing fabulous, but the eggplant ain't not doing so good. Yeah, I'm starting to ship in live plants. Okay, that's okay, sweetie. I understand. I ain't mad at you, because I finally got my moringa to sprout that you sent me. So I wasn't upset at all. You've been good to me, and I'm happy. And I do appreciate you. Let me tell you guys in the garden community, I don't care what it is you send me. Please believe me when I tell you it brings tears to my eyes. I'm believe it or not, I'm a softie. And anytime I get anything from anybody, to me, that's the highest form of flattery, that you took time to send me something. Whether I want it as a prize in one of the giveaways, you always send extra and you go above and beyond, making that individual feel special. Because there's things that I get in these packages is more than just seeds. You know, y'all take time to find some of the cutest little cards, and you send a little extra stuff, and that just really touches my heart. It really does. Hey, the analytic gardener. Gardener, how are you? That's all right. Do what you got to do. I know some people are out watering their gardens because it's getting cooler in the evening. The sun is going down. Do your harvesting or fertilizing or spraying for bugs or whatever you need to do. Go ahead and take it. Like my mama used to always tell us, handle your business. Handle your business. I do. Everybody saying hi, hello. Would you say I thought about spraying my watermelon plant with some sugar water to get the bees over to pollinate them? I actually been putting flowers in pots and taking them over and sitting them by a plant. Hope that it draws the bees over that way. Now be careful with that sugar water because you can also draw ants and some other stuff that you might not want and have a hard time getting rid of. So think about that before you get to spraying it with honey. I mean with sugar water. Guava, yeah. I see everybody saying hello to one another. Me too. It means everything to me. I never got a one nothing before garden community. Yeah, yeah. And we're coming up with interesting seeds. We're not just sending seeds from like the Dollar Tree, wherever you may be shopping. If you got what they call a higher caliber of seed where it's what they call heirloom and what have you, and folks drop them in or a gardening notebook. Hey, Gina, how's my other daughter there? See, she says she's working in the garden while listening as well. And it's, this garden community is phenomenal. Guess what, y'all? I'm going to do a video on that too. I was cleaning up my kitchen and I had two little spuds fall back behind a, a wired rack and I didn't see him, but I kept seeing something sticking out. And I said, what is this? So I pulled the whole rack out and it's two Yukon Gold potatoes and they had what they call it, sprouts all over it. And I was like, oh man, they look like two old people all dried up with these sprouts on them. I was like, what the hey? So I took them out and I put them in a trash can, a tall trash can. I grew red potatoes in it last year and I hadn't put anything in it. So I cleaned it out, throw a little blood meal, bone meal in there, and put the potatoes in there. Do you know I got sprouts coming up out the soil about this big? I was like, shut the front door. If I wouldn't have seen it with my own two eyes, I wouldn't have believed it. Hey, Sheed, we here. Thank you for stopping in this evening. And so, like I always tell folks, we need nature. Nature don't need us. And like they said, every time we get a root from a bottom of some onions or leeks or whatever, just take it out and stick it in the ground, whether it's celery or whatever. Just stick it in the ground. Nature gonna take care of itself. That's right. We got beautiful people in this chat. Everybody here has a heart of gold. I just love listening to you guys when you have your lives or you come up as guests on other people's chats. It's just a good feeling. You know what I'm saying? You guys make us laugh. I'm talking about laugh till you got snot running out your nose and you're choking and coughing on something, because y'all can go from 0 to 100 real quick on certain words. All somebody got to do is say one crazy word and y'all will take it and run with it. Oh, you will have me dying laughing. I'll be working out in the yard and I have my ear pods in. I'll be listening to y'all. My neighbors be looking at me like, is she all right over there? And I'll just be dying laughing at some of these conversations y'all pull up. But it's all good, clean fun. I adore listening to you guys. I'm learning how to recommend. I don't always know how to share it out on my computer, but I tell other people about channels. I said, "Oh, that's what you want to learn about." If I don't know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you I don't know, and I can refer you to someone who does, and refer them to your channel and check it out. Like I got nieces that are in the bushes that I didn't know was listening to my channels until we had a family get together. And they said, "Auntie, I watch you and Lead Farm." And I looked at them, I said, "You know about lead?" They look at me and laugh, and I just like, "Oh." Okay, so they might be in the bushes listening to me tonight. And I greatly appreciate them taking the time to listen to their crazy auntie. You say you seen a lady put a black decimated potato she forgot about 4 years, then grew to a nice one. Well, look at what Mona did. Mona had them sweet potatoes in that pot. She forgot about them and she pulled them up. You see how big those sweet potatoes was Mona had. She forgot about them too. So, like I said, we need nature. Nature don't need us. It's gonna keep growing and keep doing this thing regardless of what we say or do. Hey, Nikki, what's up? How my boo doing? She made it in here this evening. Oh, Miss Days. Hollywood Garden. Thank you for stopping in this evening. I appreciate it. Let me tell y'all, my voice can get quite deep. I can almost do a Barry White first thing in the morning. So when I have somebody call my house and I answer the phone and they say, hello, sir. I know they don't know who they calling. I just hang up the phone and I'll be sitting there cracking up the rest of the day. Let me tell you, I woke up one day and my mom called and I had the Barry White voice. And my mom got real quiet on the phone. Like she know ain't no man supposed to be at my house or answer my phone. And she got real quiet. And I was like, Mom, it's me. I got a fresh cold. And then she's like, oh, this is I know when no man's supposed to be there in the house answering your phone. Oh, yeah, my voice can get right deep. Yeah. I put the fear of God into my nieces and nephews. When they hear that baritone come out of my throat, they straighten up real quick. Now I don't have to repeat myself. They be like, dang, auntie. I was like, yeah. So put the fear of God in them. Mm-hmm. Uh, would you say, how would you say passionately? You say, I get that too, Michelle. Yeah, yeah. My voice can get real low sometimes, real, real low. I saw Barry White in a Radio City Music Hall in the 1980s, and I was in the front row. I love him. Yeah, he used to come here to the public auditorium. We used to get us a lot of live groups like Earth, Wind, and Fire. I was a big groupie back in them days. I mean, I used to hang with Grand Funk and Railroad and uh, uh, who else? It was so many bands back in the days. Oh wow, Barry White, Lionel Richie when he first decided he left. It was just so many groups that I used to hang with back in the day. And that's the time I used to mingle and hang with the fans back behind stage. You didn't need a backstage pass. Just go back there. I got all kinds of autographs and what have you. I didn't party with the best, don't believe me. I done had some good times with some big groups, you know. How you like your eggs? I'm not even gonna answer that. Y'all take that and go with it somewhere else. What? I get offended and tell them this is a female, not a man. I've done that too. Then at some point in time, I just forget about it. Happy life. Thank you for your email. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, that was so cute. I was like, who? Oh, thank you for your email, sweetie. Yeah. Yeah, it was a lot of good groups back in the day. Yeah. And we used to get a lot of them here downtown. They were good, especially on Fridays. Yes, dear. I got your email. I did. Yeah. What you know about Ohio players? Oh, please. Yes, indeedy. Love the Ohio players. Been there, done that. Used to hang with Lee Oscar and from War. My son actually has our harmonica from Lee Oscar from War. That's what I'm talking about hanging back behind stage. I don't even know if he got it still now, but he could probably sell that bad boy on eBay. Yeah, I hung with some Papa D from War brought me back home from Akron when they was at the Akron Civic Center because he had to catch a flight from Cleveland back to Cali. So yeah, I know about some groups now back in the day. Hey Urban, how are you, sweetheart? How are you this evening? And as they say, we got a lot of superstars that has farms and that they're into gardening. Like they said, they can't come out and go on what you say, fire. Ooh. Anyway, that garden too. We're not the only ones who like to garden. Everybody, in some kind of way might have a love of gardening. Some people might just grow flowers. But as we've been bringing out with all these herbal books, that a lot of flowers are medicinal. They have high properties. Like I grow like nasturtiums and echinacea, and we have like rosemary and all types of herbs and even rose. You got rose hips, and rose petals. A lot of our flowers that we grow have a lot of helpful. You can make what tinctures out of. Oh, I have lavender out there. You can make syrups out of them, tinctures. You can make rubs. You can do all kinds of stuff. Like even Sherry was talking about how to make salves and rubs from like the hot peppers and stuff. Good. So everything that you grow in your garden. See, what people fail to realize is that when Jehovah God created heaven and earth, when He made earth to replenish itself and to make it possible for mankind to live off the land. So everything that he has out here pretty much is made to be edible some kind of way, whether it's boiled, fried, dried, whatever. It has some purpose of being on this earth. Even if it's poisonous, it's still a reason behind certain things. So it could be used as a medicine once it's been how they said strain or drain or whatever. So it's all kind everything that's on this planet is made for man's survival because the garden was made first before man. So he wanted to make sure that you could be self-sufficient and survive. That's why everybody has gotten big into um air layer air layering their fruit trees so that they can have another fruit tree for free. You can start an orchard off of one tree. I like when Led told the story about him and little Led, how they had that one tree that had all those different, I think there was different apples or whatever on that tree. So they had all these different fruits on a one tree. So that made it possible to have a variety of different kinds of food. And this is what people fail to realize, that everything out here has a purpose. Everything. There's nothing out here that doesn't have a purpose. Diversity love. We might not always understand what it is, but it is. Yeah. Yeah, it has a purpose. Say, you said you're growing microgreens, wheatgrass, and mushrooms indoors for now. Yeah, I was watching a program the other day where this guy took a log that he had in the woods behind his house and how he sprayed it. Uh, I forgot what they call them, but anyway, he sprayed it and put some other coverings over it to grow his own mushrooms. So yeah, yeah. Gardening is the oldest profession. Oh yeah, it's from the beginning. Yeah, it's not hot women. It was gardening. Was the oldest profession. Yes, indeed. That's right. Drop your MSOG so you can show your channel and show everybody where you're at. So you can show them and give them some love and show them that you like it just a little bit. Yeah. Would you say I have to restart my Cheetos? Shiitakes. I'm sorry. Lord, I don't know where I got that from. Shiitake mushroom logs. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, they got some on here for everybody. And I like all the herb books that they're putting out. I seen who's that? Crystal from Whole New Perspective, and Sherry, and a few other of our ladies out here who are really into and like what's it, my Renaissance grandma was showing us about all the different herbs and how we can prep them, how we can dry them. We can dry them. I dried herbs the old fashioned way. I would cut them, take some white cotton string and tie it up and hang it on the wall. I used to string up my cayenne peppers like that, and when I wanted to add some spices, I just reach up and grab a pepper and crumble it up over whatever I was cooking. That was the old school way. Some people use brown paper bags. Some people use dehydrators. Some people use their stove. Some people have learned how to use the microwave. There is a million and one ways to preserve certain herbs and certain foods safely, you know. I keep my mushroom logs in a mini wooden greenhouse on a table with a bowl for water. Keep that moisture going. Okay, diversity love. All right, you got it going on like that. I'm not mad at you. If you can keep up and do that, that's all right. But passionately intrigued, Art said, I pollinated my yellow squash today. Yep, sometimes you got to do the hand pollination. Love roller coasters. You got me thinking about all the old, the good oldies. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, same why roller coaster. Yes, indeed. So, yeah, we all have a passion for something. You know, each year you develop a different passion, or you add on and improve the passion that you had. Like we were saying last year and the beginning of this year, to make your garden twice as big than the year before, to grow more food, because you know you're going to lose some to either insects, critters, or you might increase your circle of family and friends that you would like to make sure that they're eating healthy. A lot of people are promoting more so, um, what they call it, farmer markets. I'm going to one Saturday morning. We got a farmer's market not too far from my home here, where you can buy bushels of their produce and what have you. And there's this one particular farmer. I know I grow my own fruit and stuff, but theirs is really, really nice that I had last year. And I like to make peach cobbler and pies and stuff of the sort, you know, and just eat them fresh. They just so juicy and good. So I'll be checking those out. And I was watching who You Grow Row, where she was taking the extra produce and putting them in jars. Uh, what was she making? Was she making a tea? She was making something where she was putting it in jars where she, you know, go to the farmer's market and you can get a bushel of this, that, and the other and cut up excess fruits and vegetables and make certain stuff. So, I mean, there's always something that you can do, you know, whether it's freeze dried or whether it's um, dehydrator or whether it's canning or whether it's hot water bath, whatever, whether you're making jellies or jams or whatever you might do, pickles. I mean, a lot of folks are starting to learn how to make pickles. You know, I watched Homestead Heart when she was making her sweet uh, butter pickles and what have you, and what Mr. H liked. So yeah. All right, everybody saying hello to one another. Um, Mike, you join me. I'll keep buffering now. Okay. I was gonna go over my little list here. Some of your videos I was watching. Oh yeah, I told you about my figs, some of my fig trees. I'm so happy. I went back over there to look today with all this rain to see if anything else was swelling up on any of my other trees. It wasn't. And the one that has the figs is Chicago. It's Chicago fig tree. So I know it's hardy in this area because Chicago's winters are colder than Ohio's most of the time. So yeah, it's hardy here, and it's really the first one kicking out figs. Um, oh yeah, I was laughing about Broke Farmer when he had his late night show where he wants you to wear a house coat, show off your fancy house coats, and just sit and enjoy. And also watching him make that salad too. That salad looked real good, where he was collecting all kinds of good stuff out of his garden and sitting down and eating that salad. That salad looked healthy. It just looked healthy. I'd be scared to try a can, and I know I wouldn't eat it. Well, that's why you got to have somebody with you if you don't. You know, like if Lead Farmer can watch Homestead Hearts videos and do canning, And we stayed up with Led. Was one night we stayed up with Led, I don't know, about 5 or 6 hours, and he was canning. I think he had a brisket or something that he was canning, or chicken or something. It was one of those, but we stayed up with him the whole time. We was listening to it rock. He was listening to it rock too. And I was like, I still can't do it. So TLC uh, lives here in Cleveland, not far from me. And she said one day we're gonna get together because she does it a lot. See, I did a lot of hot, what they call it, water bath canning with my grandmother. We didn't have a canner back then, but we did the hot water bath. So that doesn't scare me. It was the canner with the rattling and all of that. It makes me a little nervous. So she said she and I is gonna get together and we're gonna do some canning towards the fall when all this stuff starts ripening up and taking off. Yeah. Watch your videos, keep up the good work. Okay, all right. I like that. Y'all giving each other compliments in regards to watching each other's videos. And that's a good thing. That means that you're taking the time to do that. I'll hang in chat, watch replay later. That's all right, Mike. Do what you got to do. I know people out here watering, they're weeding because it's a little cooler now. I understand. If I wasn't here, I'd probably be out there doing some weeding myself. So I understand. I'll be doing it tomorrow. By it being cooler, I can stay out, but I get full sun over in the lot, and sometimes even during the day when the weather is cool. Uh, Okay, we got a troll in here. Who is this? Devout. Somebody send them to the cornfield, please. Okay, I done making potato ball. Question: do y'all eat it with ketchup or mustard? Let me know. Making potato balls. That would be with uh what is that? Ketchup. Yeah. Okay. We ain't having that. Okay. My wife put ketchup on everything, and I don't. Okay. I like hot sauce myself. Hot sauce or barbecue sauce. Yeah. All right. PISA, you want to learn how to can? Yeah. Just find somebody that does some canning, or watch some videos. Yeah, they got all kinds of videos on here. We got a lot of country folks that got buku videos on how to can stuff. Uh, Look at them and follow the one that you feel the safest with, because some of the methods is different from others. So, yeah, you be the judge. Sit down and watch it. Just don't take their word for it. Make a conscious decision on whether or not this is what you want to try. It's up to you. Because once you make that decision, that's a wrap. Like I use mustard the only I think to eat it like quiche. Okay, all right. So, oh, what else on my list? Tina, I don't think she's in here. She might be listening because she's normally cooking or eating at this time of day. I was watching her with that sunflower head. That sunflower head is huge. And she put it in a box. Yeah, so that it can mature. And also, what else she was doing? Oh, those purple hall peas look good too. Yeah, I'm the same way. That pressure knob scares me too. And that bad boy get the rattling and carrying on. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you, Presbyterian. I appreciate that, sweetheart. You like a rose plant in the spring, you get more beautiful every day. Oh my goodness. Oh, you know how to make my heart look, I can't even talk. My heart flutter and make me blush. Stop it, prepper. Ex New York City. Thank you very much. I like a little food on my catcher. Oh, you one of them. My neighbor upstairs, he will drown stuff. I don't even know how he can tell what he's eating when he puts so much ketchup on it. I got freezer tomatoes from last year. I make sauce before the new ones ripe. Yeah, I had a cherry tomato plant, and it was so full, and I couldn't even give them away. People got tired of me asking, "Do you want tomatoes?" So I froze what I could, and then I threw the rest of them in the compost pile. And then I had tomatoes coming up in my compost pile. So yeah. and I was giving them away. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. TLC, she be on it. Yes, indeedy. I like that hot Miss Shirley and Sharp. All right, I'm missing the understanding of that, but okay. Um, yes, it would be great to have someone do a live canning. Oh, they got plenty of 'em. Lisa, we've had live cannons from day one on here. Okay, I can tell you, you got Crystal doing them. You got Homestead Heart doing them. You even got Led doing. Led done did plenty of lives doing it. Now, if a man can get up there and do it, I'm quite sure if we decide to just buckle down and kick our fears to the side, we can do the same thing. Oh yeah, I forgot about TT Pantry. She always doing it. Her and Gina, and it was or Felicia was in there too for a while. Yeah. Oh, Mrs. Ghetto just slid up in here. What's that, girl? Thank you for stopping in. Hello. Welcome to the chat. Okay, you said you like to blanch and freeze. I don't like canning. Okay, whatever works for you. Because you can blanch whole tomatoes, and peel the skins off and freeze them. So for future use and making sauces and what have you with it. So it's a gazillion ways to preserve food. You can salt it, you can smoke it. I mean, if you know what you're doing, go ahead and knock it out. Okay, finally done. And I heard what you said about me keeping you turned on, girl. Had me rolling. Ghetto, see. Yeah. All right. I'm going to leave you alone. Thank you, growing what I eat. Yeah. You don't get setting up a canning session for next month. Anybody's interested in joining. Okay, now when you guys decide to set up a video with canning, let people know at least a week, not a couple of days, a week in advance. So they might not have the same stuff in their home that you might have all prepped and ready to go. This way they can get everything they need. They might need jars, they might need canning salts, they might need, vinegar to wipe around the rim. They might even need a roll of paper towels, okay? Give them a week's notice so that once you start doing it, they can go right along with you step by step. Hey, Grace. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah, so give them a week's notice so that way they can be prepped and ready to go. They can have the canner, they can have the jar sterilized, sitting in warm water. They can have their cutting board out, they can have their knives sharpened, they can have the same set up and equipment that you have. So as you do a step by step, they can do it step by step right along with you. They don't have to say, oh, shoot, I don't have this. I can't finish this. And that could be discouraging because they were all ramped up and ready to go. And then they find out something is missing and they can't complete the job. And they just have to, watch you do whatever you're doing and then watch the replay after they go get whatever came up short on to finish the job. So, try to give them a week notice. Do a pop up if you need to. Do a pop up and say, I'm doing a live on canning some chicken or some string beans or pickles or whatever. This is the list of stuff you need to have for that. You need your vinegar, you need your, to make your brine and all this other stuff. Have that stuff listed, and that way they can get it as well. And then they can do it step by step with you. And that makes it a lot more pleasurable and it'll be fun. See, there goes Cheryl. Cheryl said she got to get jars. I got plenty of jars. Every time I go to Walmart, I do jars. I think I did a video the other day on jars. I don't think I uploaded it yet, but their shelves is chug tight with jars. If you got your local Walmart, hit it now because once everybody's crops start, uh, getting harvested and they're going to start finding ways to preserve them, those cases going to disappear. So even if I don't need a case, I buy, if I got the change, I buy it right then and there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right, y'all, drop your channels, MSOG. Let folks know where you're at so they can get back in touch with you and they can show you that they love you just a little bit. Yes. Ghetto MSOG. Ain't no MST. This ain't Miss T with the T. It's MSOG. Microfarming. Don't get it twisted. Get it right. Yeah, and like a lot of people like to take their tomatoes as soon as they start blushing because they know the animals. Who was I watching? I was watching several people. Scaredy Cat, she was saying, and Dale and a few other folks saying once they see their tomatoes start blushing, they take them off then because they know that if you see them blushing, so does the animals, and they know it will start to ripe, and that's when they'll take them inside. Because I used to line up my windows all day long with tomatoes, blushing and turning, so they'll be just right. Because I'll go out and buy me a pound of bacon so I can have me the best BLT there is. I get the Texas toast size bread, and oh man, get my spin blend because I don't eat mayo, and fresh lettuce out your own garden and tomatoes, slice some bad boys up, throw a little salt and pepper on there. Shoot, be in pig heaven, so to speak. So yeah, so that's what you got to do. We got 36 in here. They need to hit that like button. Ooh, wow, y'all, what's wrong with your fingers? They broke. Come on now. When I come to your station, as soon as I hit you in, I make sure I hit that like button before I even go into the chat. Please do the same for me. You know what it does for the analytics on our channels and stuff. We're really trying to get it together. Okay, you about to step outside and pick some weeds out of your garden. Go. Like I said, do what you got to do. This is a time of season where videos are being blowed up because everybody's got some kind of garden, something growing, whether it's fruits or berries. I was watching Stacy earlier. He did a short on berries. He's out there picking berries. That tip, that blushing tip was fantastic. Oh yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah. What Mike said, now you're hungry. Okay. I got food poisoning once from Mayo from a so-called high-class catering service who left tuna fish out on a hot day, and a lot of folks got ptomaine poisoning. And ever since then, I don't eat mayo. Hey, Maria Graham, thank you for stopping in. Yes, glad to see you. Oh, you on that too, Nikki? You like them BLTs? Yeah, I'm talking about. Yes, indeed. I'd add extra mayo on my next sandwich for you. That'll be for your enjoyment, won't be for mine. No, I don't like Hellman's. I don't like none of them, because if somebody make a salad with potatoes, with mayo in it, I'm like, what's in this? You know, it's psychosomatic because I know the people who cooks, it's going to be food safe. It's just at that particular time, it almost killed me and a few other folks. So yeah. I have seen them run across the electric line with green tomatoes hanging out of their mouths. Yeah, I've seen the squirrels. They bite. Okay, something a lot of you guys don't know. If you see pecks and scratches in your tomatoes or peppers when it's really hot, it means the animals is looking for some moisture or water or a juice, something to drink. They can't find another source of water close by and they're thirsty. They don't always eat or damage, but well, they will damage, but they'll be looking for to see if it's ripe and also juicy. Oh, sandwich it up, man. Ghetto stop. Guava, y'all. PIA, don't worry about it, girlfriend. Take care of your business. Go ahead and pull your weeds or whatever you need to do. I was just happy that you took the time out of your schedule and day to come in and say hello. Oh, I get that. I got bad food poisoning. Oh, yeah. Oh, the chat just jumped. I didn't get to see the rest of that. But yeah, food poisoning ain't no joke. They sent me home from school because I was puking everywhere. They sent my dad home from work. My uncle almost died. because he had other health issues and that almost killed him. Yeah, so yeah, I don't blame him, Maria. Oh no, 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 no. All right, let me send her a message. I'll call you back. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, mayo is X-nay in my diet. Oh, that's a good reason, Miss OG. I do that with a few certain foods. We got sick off of Chinese food and haven't had any Chinese food in a few years now. Yeah, yeah. You got to be careful on how you store food, whether, especially in the summertime, because heat will make stuff spoil a lot faster. It will heat up those microorganisms, and ugh, yeah, you don't know what you're doing. It's a hot mess. What's that? Jeanette Cruz in Homestead. Hey, hon, you made it in tonight. Hope the dog okay. We just said, "Gail, your ringtone got me dancing." You know what? You just too silly. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do an invite. See if anybody want to come up and hang. I'm Gina didn't taught me how to do a little something something. I actually remembered it. Okay, I got food poisoning for scallops, so I don't eat them anymore. Yeah, well, that'll do it. Got to cut out early, Mama Shirley. Love you. Talk to you soon. Okay, I'll holler at you later. All right. If anybody want to step up, yeah, never eat or bring mayo foods at a picnic. Yeah, exactly, because they're out in the heat, and that mayo will fry. Will cook you. If it's cooking in the pot, it's cooking in your stomach. It's doing the same thing. Yes, indeed. All right, I put in there. Anybody want to stop up and say hello? Just added coffee grounds, veggies, ground egg shells, and ground navy beans to my super juice this evening. Stirred quickly, then slammed the the metal top back on fast. Phew! I didn't even ground up my eggshells. I just crumbled them up like this here and dropped them in the super juice. Coffee grounds and whatever I could get on there. So yeah. So this is my first guest for the evening. Yes. Mm.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, how are you? How you feeling today?
I'm okay.
How's the dog doing?
He's about the same.
Okay, but he's still here with us. He's still hanging in there, right?
Yeah, he's still hanging in,
Uh,
resting and sleeping and hacking. And yeah.
how you feeling?
Okay. Just kind of been hiding in the house.
Yeah, well, it's hot enough for it. What's up? There she goes. Hey, Cheryl.
Howdy, howdy. Hey, Jeanette.
Hey, how you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, yeah. You staying cool?
Somewhat. When I'm not outside and the mosquitoes eating me up, I'm cool.
Mm.
So I've been doing like David Corey Crop. I wait until the sun is almost dark outside, and
Yeah.
then I go outside.
Okay.
But they have a light that's right by my porch. I can
Uh-huh.
wait till it get dark, and I could actually film out there at dark.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Kay Renee, Maria.
What Mike said, I cleaned a few hydroponic garden systems. I'm using that water in my garden tonight as I
Oh,
water. Hey, and there's no use in pouring that down the drain.
I know that's right. That they got food in it and everything. Yeah,
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Well, why waste water? Period. Regardless,
Yeah.
I remember when I used to have an aquarium. Every time I cleaned out the aquarium, the water that I got out of there, I watered my plants with it.
Well,
That
my
was it was.
granddaughter had one. I was like, here, when you pour that water out, pour it in
Uh
this.
huh.
Took a
Hmm.
5-gallon pickle jug
Yep.
over
Yep.
there.
Yep. My girlfriend has a pond in her backyard, and every time she lowered the water to clean out some of the algae and stuff, I told her, "Girl, give me that water. Don't be put it in the grass."
I'm
She,
trying to tell you, your grass don't need to grow. You hate cutting it anyway.
Oh, she love her lawn. Her lawn it's immaculate. Her lawn is so pretty. It's like walking on green carpet. But when you put that fish juice and stuff on it, that'll do it though.
But see, I understand that because people in the North Garden is way different from people in the South Garden.
Yeah.
They got little raggedy gardens down here. People in the North Gardens, they grass is like this thick. It feels so good.
Hmm. And Barb, that's why my figs started popping up. I was feeding them nothing but that super juice. I wasn't giving them just plain water because I got rain barrels out there that's been filling up with all this rain, and I just been throwing all kinds of stuff into the super juice barrel, and like I got super juice from last year. I never got down to the bottom of the barrel because every time it started getting halfway low, it would rain and start filling it back up, and I would still throw stuff in there. I would throw banana peels. I would throw the whole banana in there if I thought it was too bruised up to eat. I didn't cut them up. I didn't smush them up. I just throw them in there, and they break down. And I took the top off one day, and I was like, you sure? I had to literally stand back because I thought it was gonna burn my eyebrows off. It was and folks talking about they dilute it. I don't dilute it. I just dump a bucket in there and take it up, and I just full strength pour it on there. I had some plants that was like this here. About a half an hour later, they was like, that super juice had them standing at about face. They was like so strong. And I got my bug spray. I used some cheap mint mouthwash from the Dollar Tree with a little soap powder, a dishwashing liquid in it and a squirt bottle and a little water. And I spray it all over myself. And they do not like it, has to be mint mouthwash. And I don't have problems with bites. The only problem I had was they kept hitting my face because I didn't spray my face. They didn't touch anywhere else, and they kept smacking me in the face. I was like, they was really trying to get at me. I had to spray some in my hand and kind of wipe it on my face.
I use citronella oil.
Okay.
This is oil of citronella.
Uh-huh.
Now, some people don't like the smell because it's just like eucalyptus oil, which I got some
Yeah.
of that upstairs
Yeah.
too. But to
Yeah.
me, it smells good and fruity.
I do. I like it too. To me, it got a lemony smell to it.
Yeah, it's kind of fruity, and I drop it around the planters, and then I put some on my arms and on my legs was showing,
Uh-huh.
and I go out there and they don't bother me. But then there are those times that I just walk out the door.
Yeah. And they look like they be waiting on you then.
Yeah. Oh, she ain't got that stuff on her.
Uh-huh. So I didn't smell it when she hit the door. And as
Yeah.
soon as she get out, they pop you. Hey,
Yep.
Robin. Thanks for
Everything be bopping on you then.
hmm Yeah, mosquitoes don't discriminate.
Not at all.
Don't care about my sister.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah. But it's true though, certain blood types they don't mess with.
Well, I ain't got that blood. That's for sure.
No, a lot of us don't have that blood, but
It's
yeah.
like they drawn to me.
And you're like a beacon, huh? Like
Well, and sometimes I think it's whatever they can smell in my hair because
Okay.
I'm natural,
Okay.
and they might smell something in my hair. Although I don't think my hair smells sweet, but what's sweet to a bug, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I had to change my shampoo. It had a citrus smell to it, and they would follow my hair, and I comb my hair, and I got bugs. I was like, what's up with this? Else like they got tangled up in
Well, I
my
don't
hair.
comb
So,
my hair only get combed when I wash it once a week. I don't even comb it. That's too much work. Hey, homestead in the
what Nikki said, she said, I throw everything in my compost tea. I don't dilute it at first, but I do spray my beds down with water.
Oh,
Okay.
really, Nikki? They like blondes.
How about that? Then I top dress the other plants with that soil from. Oh yeah, I had a worm farm in the basement, and it was doing real good. But then in the wintertime I wasn't eating as much as far as the fresh vegetables and scraps. But I did take it all out come spring and dump it out in the yard, and they just went bananas with it. Yeah. So right now I'm starting a compost pile and throwing the other half into my super juice barrels, because like I said, I got 3 65-gallon rain barrels. So it's doing real good. It was getting low, and I was trying to dip off in there, trying to get in there. I was like, my arm is getting lower and lower in this barrel. It got to fill. So with all this rain we've been having the last couple of days, it's almost back to the top. Who did I just see? Real. Hey, babe.
On the one hand, that's a good thing that your barrel is almost there, but you're talking about 65 degrees. That's cold.
Who are you telling? 69.
It's time to cut the heat back on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, my plants don't know whether to stand up or lay down. Which is it? You know, like I said, it was warm last week. We had like a couple of days in a row, was 88, 89, something like that. It was hot, and then it rained, and it got real humid. And then it started raining and raining, and every time it rained, the temperature kept dropping. It rained early yesterday morning. It was like a sudden cloudburst. I mean, it rained real hard for about 10 minutes and stopped. Sun came out. Half hour later, it broke out raining again. It rained for a half an hour. It stopped. My granddaughter came and got me. We went to Walmart. Fine. Get all the way home. It started raining again and stopped. And I'm just like, it did that all day yesterday till early this morning.
We get those little pop-ups, but it's usually in the heat of the day, somewhere around, say, between 2 and 4 o'clock, when it's, that's when it's the hottest, and some cloud done sprung over here, and it just burst that cloud. It may rain hard for 20, 30 minutes, and then it's gone and the sun come out again, but it is 10 degrees cooler. Now, I ain't going to complain about 10 degrees. If it's 95 and it go down to 85, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
But 69, I had to cut everything off in here, all these fans.
It got down to 50 degrees, Mike. That was the nighttime temp.
Oh, no.
We've got highs of 100 coming up, I think, this weekend.
Well, they said it's going to keep raining like this on and off all the way up to Saturday.
You in South Georgia, right, Janet?
I'm in Middle Georgia.
Okay,
just so Broke Farmer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it's hotter there than it is here.
Okay. And that's the same way with Gina and G-Mom and all the rest of them. They further south from me in TLC. So they're like 10 to 15 degrees warmer than what we are.
Miss Shirley, are you close to Shaker Heights?
Less than 10 minutes from where I live.
Okay, I know where you are then. Because I have relatives that are at Shaker Heights in that area.
According on which end of Shaker you talking about? Because Shaker, you know, if it's a nice little area.
Well, now you asking the end. I can't tell you that, but I know they use
Shaker Heights.
That's all I know.
Wait a minute. I'm closer to the better end of Shaker Heights.
They might be in the middle end. How about that?
Yeah. Less than a couple of streets over, we got multi-million-dollar mansions over here.
Yeah, I know where those are. I've been through there all my life because my daddy grew up in a little town called Salem.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know where that's at.
And he's a graduate of YU.
Oh, all right.
So,
hey, Homestead in the Hood. Thank you for stopping in this evening. Glad to see you here. Yeah, so what else I was talking about? Oh, did anybody see the TikTok with Motivation Geek with his son in the background, mouthing, imitating his dad? That was hilarious. I thought that was so cute.
I don't look at TikTok often because when I'm on TikTok, I usually end up out there for 3 hours just dying laughing at whatever comes up. Although I am on TikTok, I just don't do it often because I will waste so much time and I got stuff to do.
I don't think that was TikTok. I think that was a YouTube short. I don't even watch TikTok. I don't even know how to get to TikTok.
Well, I have TikTok. I have not put a TikTok video out there, although I might. I haven't done that yet. I'm trying to get over doing YouTube videos.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I want to learn how to edit and add all those little because I've been watching some real cute shorts in some of them, and I like the music. How did they slice the music in there to go with? Oh, look at the doggy dog um, in the videos. I want to learn how to do all that stuff. I just found my neighbor has a friend who has a studio set up in his basement. He's an IT expert. I'm talking about he got the green screen where you can sit, and he showed me videos of how he does stuff. So one day I'm gonna get him to take me over there and sit down and take a video, do a little intro. I want the whole 9 yards. I want to kind of like they said upgrade. I'm supposed to be monetized now, so I'm trying to figure out how to get it going. I'm trying to learn how to do merch. It's just a lot
But
of
you
stuff
good, puppy.
that I
Well, that's
learned that
Turn-
I need to learn to get into if I'm really going to take this to another level. So yeah.
well, my son does film and TV. He works for TV stations,
Oh, okay.
and the camera that I record on is, well, unless I'm doing a live, my lives are always on my laptop.
Okay.
But if I record, then I have to upload from the camera.
Okay.
And he gave me one of his older cameras.
Okay.
Didn't give me nothing to go with. I had
Yeah.
to buy the SD card. I had to buy
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
it in. He just gave me the camera.
Okay.
And he's like, "Oh, that's a nice tripod. Get away from my stuff." He said, "Yes."
Well,
He's
like I
like,
said, I did a video on the blessing I got for my tripod. My tripod just showed up in my garage. I don't know where it came from. Nobody would claim the rights of that, and I was just saying that was a blessing in disguise. I don't know if I was talking to someone and they heard me talk about a tripod. I wish I had one or whatever the case may be. But the tripod just showed up, and this is a professional grade tripod. I'm I've learned how to extend the legs. I've learned how to put my phone in it and turn it. So I have used it on quite a few videos lately.
"Oh, well,
So
see, mine doesn't take my phone. This one is only for this camera.
oh, okay. All right.
Now, if it take the phone, I don't know how to do that."
But you know what happened when I was working? I was working at Wally World for a hot minute. And I mean a hot minute. And they had some kind of device on one of those shelves. They have shelves where they always have all these little knickknacks and stuff on there. And I was looked at it and I was like, huh, that looked interesting. Maybe I'll get that. So I bought it, and it actually has a hole in the bottom that screws onto the top of the tripod, and I can put my phone whatever angle I want to that it would fit, because in the other ones it would I have an Android. It would only the old other ones only wanted to fit the smartphone, and then my Android wouldn't work.
Well,
So I
all
got
my
that.
phones are Androids, but I don't see no
Yeah.
place to screw nothing
Oh
in.
yeah, I got that one too. I just got that one. What is that? The selfie stick?
Yeah, I had one years ago.
Tripod, the legs open out.
Oh, I can't see the bottom.
It's
There
it's
you go. Now I can see. No, I couldn't see that before. I just saw the top.
Yeah,
But
my
yeah,
tripod is something like that, except my camera screws on top of it. It doesn't
okay.
have the clamp thing down,
Yeah,
but like for the phone.
yeah. The
yeah,
guy I work with at church before I retired myself, he had one that he had that he could screw it in and put it on there. That yeah,
yeah. Now the tripod I got looked like what a surveyor would use, like they would be measuring the street for distance or whatever. I mean, it's a high quality tripod. That thing will outlive me. It'll still be around. So I had to learn how to extend the legs and clamp them and stuff. So yeah, it's more than just taking pictures. You got to get a little creative. So, but fortunately, I've seen a lot of people who have people in their families that are creative. Their kids are creative. They know how to develop the music for backgrounds. and put in the little what they call it, images, icons, or whatever in it. I love the way Led Farmer and Lil Led. I know Lil Led was into the music for a while there, and doing things, and I know Led gets in there too. So I like the way they put their videos and what have you together. And I was watching one of Gina's little shorts today about her garden and the music that she had. And I really like, and even Andale. I mean, even Andale has some cute music set up for her, little shorts and stuff. So I want to try to get into that. And I'm not trying to get any strikes. So I'm trying not to use what they call copyright music or what have you. So I want to learn all that kind of stuff. And I know there's a lot of
Oh,
people
you
here.
froze.
Well, is
There
that
you go.
watermelon?
Well,
Did you grow that?
both
Yeah,
my
it's
kids.
on my garden.
Okay.
I didn't wait it. I should have. I'll make
Oh,
my husband go get it.
Both
man.
my kids have channels, and they, he did good after me asking for 3 months for the camera just to give me the camera. So
Uh-huh.
I ain't asking him nothing else. She in Colorado, so she is not of much help to me, like hands on.
Okay. Diversity Love, you was talking about a pulp from a juicer. My girlfriend's a baker, and she used the pulp from her juicer in her recipes for making cakes and pies and cupcakes and cookies and all kinds of stuff. So,
The pulp is also good in meat too, like roast.
oh, for real? I haven't gone that far.
Especially if you do them on the grill, it keeps them moist.
Oh, see, that's a tip I didn't know, and might be many folks in
Or
here
you
who
do,
didn't know that either.
yeah, you do a smoker or even the grill. Because like I make my grill into a smoker. I got a old Weber, but I make it into a smoker. I put the coals on one side and the meat on the other.
Yeah, I turned mine into a smoker too. I have
And
one of those
it
big
keeps the
ones.
moisture in on the meat. It does add some flavor, especially if you do like lemons and carrots. It'll add some flavor in. All you got to do is wipe that stuff off after it's cooked.
Okay, did y'all hear that from the grill expert here in regards to how to use that pulp?
I
How
ain't
to
gonna
use?
say I'm an expert. I just know how to make a food taste.
Well, I put it like this: anytime that you have actually did it and not just going by hearsay, and that you can speak on it and the results and how to use it, that makes you an expert.
Oh, okay. Well,
Because I didn't know that you could do that. I never tried that.
I
So
also do it on like roast that I do in the oven.
okay.
When you wrap them in foil and put them
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
oven,
yeah,
I put a layer on top,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it just keeps it juicy. That's all
Yeah,
it does.
yeah. Normally when I do a roast, old school, you add your carrots and your celery and your onions and your peppers and
Yeah,
your garlic.
You put that down on the bottom, and then you
Yep,
just put
put the
the
roast
pork
on
stuff
top.
on
Yep.
top.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. Throw your salt and pepper off in there and let that bad boy cook until it falls apart. It'll
That's
light
right.
the whole house up. It smells so good. And then you
Yes,
can
ma'am.
make your greens and yams or whatever else candy yams or whatever you going side dishes to put on it, mac and cheese and the whole 9 yards.
A little bit goes good in candy yams too.
Oh, okay. See,
Yeah,
listen to you.
I make my
Keep
candy
talking,
yams
Cheryl.
on top
Keep
of the
talking. You
stove.
coming up with some good stuff.
I cook my candy yams on top of the stove. So I just drop a spoonful or two down in there, and I don't measure anything. When it look like it's right, then it's right.
Yeah, Grace, I actually have a light bulb it's a yellow light bulb, and it repels insects. When I sit out on my porch at night and I want a little light out there, I put that light bulb up in the main socket and it does repel. They don't, something about a yellow light they don't like. So yeah.
I heard that. My girlfriend has one, and the moths don't come to that light.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know about
Okay. Excuse me. My Renaissance grandma just touched on something I was worried about. She said every time I put music on my shorts, I get a warning. See, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. I'm not trying to get any strikes. I'm new starting off, and I'm trying to start off right.
YouTube has, if you're on a laptop,
Uh-huh.
on
I'm on my laptop right now.
if you have the studio, or it might be on the YouTube Music, they have some that are free that you can use in the recording. I've done that a
Yeah.
couple of times,
Yeah,
but
but I don't always like their music. I've heard it. Yeah. And
yeah,
ghetto, that's exactly what I was worried about. That's what I was speaking on. That it's not copyrighted because the artists will want to be paid for their music. And that's a strike against you. So I'm trying to get it right the first time around before I even get started. I
I
thought
know that's right.
YouTube this was okay, but apparently not. Not always. They tell you one thing and do something the complete opposite. So yeah, so that's why I want to go over to my neighbor's friend's house and see
Thanks,
what's
Anne
what.
Marie.
Hey, Anne-Marie. Hey, there go another daughter of mine. Hello, honey. Would you say if you look up copyright free music, you can use it. I use it in every live I cook on. Okay, now I've heard some problems with that too, that sometimes it might not be originally copyrighted, but it can get copyrighted later on down the road, and then they can actually come back to you and ask you about that. I've heard that horror story well. Who is that?
Texas, where you get the free music library from?
Say that again.
Texas Lala said there's a free music library where she uploads shorts. Where do you get it from?
There's a free music library where I upload shorts on my phone or tablet. All right. So, what do you have to type in order to get that information, Lala?
Exactly.
I'm not sure my Renaissance grandma. Like ghetto for a fact, I know there's people who have complained about having strikes against them because they use copyrighted music. One minute they said it was safe, then the next minute they had a strike against them.
Also,
So
you can pay for Epidemic Sounds. I ain't paying for that.
it's on YouTube when you upload the shorts. Thank you, Lala. I gotta check that out.
Me
Also,
too.
you can pay for Epic.
you
I
can
ain't
upload music yourself.
Oh, girl, please! I'm looking for free. I ain't paying YouTube no more than I have to. They gonna give me pennies on my little stuff. Why should I give them my
Hey,
pennies?
Grammy's
I'm
Journal.
trying to make money. I ain't trying to give it to them.
Hey, let's try gardening. I'm not monetized, but I've never done a short. I ain't figured out how to do that yet.
Right, and Diversity Love said it. She says, I think companies see popular free music and buy the copyrights and then sell it later. See, and that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm scared of, that they'll come back at you, bite you in the butt a little later on. It's almost hard to say
I
what's
must
free
have
and
missed
what's
that.
not free. Hey, let's try gardening. Thank you for stopping in, Granny's Journal. Thank you. Make sure y'all hit that like button and show me that y'all like me just a little bit. Also, drop MSOG. Let everybody know where your channel is, what state you're in, what you're growing this time of year. Some people have shut their gardens down and you're just waiting to plant their fall gardens when the weather gets a little cooler, because it's like waste of time and energy on watering some of your plants because the heat is just too much.
Well,
And
I think mine is gonna take off because I didn't plant till June the 1st, which is real late for me. I usually plant in April here. But we had that, it was hot, it was cold, it was hot, it was cold. So I just held my stuff in the house till June the 1st, which is 2 months late for me. So my stuff probably will not be harvested until September, October.
Yeah. Lala said when you upload in the YouTube app, it gives you the option to upload a short or a regular video. Select short and then click add music to go to the music library.
I done missed all them buttons.
Yeah.
But I got a short to put up, so I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, well, but Renaissance Grandma says that she tried that and she still got a warning.
I'm gonna try. I haven't seen that button, but then I be looking to just upload because again, I've only been doing this since the Monday after Soul Fest.
The
Yeah.
ones that have the free music, you have to look across, and they'll have free ones, and they'll have others that have that are not free. So you have to go and look at the music, listen to it, and go all the way across to see is that a free one or if
Okay.
it cost in YouTube.
Oh, there go my main man right there, growing out.
I do have a short that I don't know how to do shorts, so I'm gonna look for it purposefully.
South Carolina. What she say? South Carolina.
Getting ready for my second garden. Will you go ahead, Miss Maria Graham?
Go ahead on, girl.
I ain't mad at you.
It's starting to rain.
Shorts are best done on your cell phone. I don't do nothing on my cell phone because that camera sucks.
Well, I use all. That's all I do. Everybody says my videos is crystal clear. I use
Yours
my
are, but see, in my videos on this phone, which is my main phone, and I got 3 other ones sitting right here, which I probably could use them as long as I'm connected to Wi-Fi. But on my main phone, there's this little dark corner off to the side, like where you see my name at.
Yeah,
it would be black.
Oh,
I don't know why. When you look through the camera, you don't see it, but when you take a picture and then you go to your photos, and you see this little black space. So I don't really do. I did do one, and actually I did it on that phone. When the one little video I did walking, I did do it on that phone, but I turned it outward and it didn't show up.
Okay, maybe it's the angle. Hey, soil sister.
But I don't know what was could be covering it.
That is weird.
Yeah.
All right. Lala says might have to make sure it's music from the actual artist and not something someone else added.
Okay.
Yeah, with all these artists they got out here now, I don't even know half of them. When some folks get to talking about stuff, they say, "Yeah, it's made by someone." I'm looking at them like a deer in headlights. I'm like, who? I haven't kept up with the music in so long. It's crazy.
I don't listen to none of the new stuff.
Okay, Jeanette, take care, babe. Yeah, it's like I don't have the stuff I don't listen to because it's either vulgar or it's just too risque, and I just can't get into it. I'm sticking with my old jams, my own tunes, stuff I know the words to, and I understand the message behind the song. Some of this stuff is just
it's out there.
Yeah, it's not rational.
That's a nice
even if I like the beat, I'm listening for a minute to hear what the words is to go with the beat, and I'm like, nah, that's not my cup of tea.
Well,
I had channels on my radio that used to be no rap music at all, where a lot of those DJs and stuff has retired and let the younger generation come in and they play a little bit of everything. And I actually will turn my radio off and bust out my old CDs, listen to some Prince or some TLC or somebody else while I'm cleaning in my house.
Well, see, I have SMS radio in my car, so I got the app on one of these phones.
Okay.
And I have a sound bar.
Yeah.
I'll be in here having a good time.
Oh, yeah.
My son, he's buying vinyl. They're selling vinyl again. And his channel is all music. So I don't even know how he gets away with it because he's playing secular music, whatever that crap is now.
I got vinyls from back from the 70s.
Well, he's buying new ones. He introduced me to the modern R&B, which I'm going to say all of them aren't bad.
Okay.
All of them aren't bad. I ain't going to say I liked every one of them. But he had a nice variety. He really did. And I mean, he knows what I listen to because that's what he grew.
Right,
he can sit in the car with me and sing James Brown and friend.
funny you should say that because my granddaughter was singing. It was a jam that was on, and she was singing word for word. And I was like, "What you know about that?" And she turned like this and looked at me. And she's like, "Grandma, really?"
Exactly. Both my kids, they can sing everything that they grew up listening to. Because every Friday morning, I used to play James Brown. Wow, I feel good.
Hey,
Every Friday.
Eco, I need you to hit my email. Excuse me, just a minute. I want to show Eco something. Him and Gigi.
Huh?
Eco, I've been trying to send you these seeds since spring. They keep sending them back. They always got a new story or a new tag on it. First, they said it wasn't enough postage. I add more postage. Then they said it wasn't the right name.
Yeah,
that's hit my email.
Let's try gardening.
Yes, they didn't got on my nerves. I've been really trying to get them seeds to you since springtime. It's almost fall now. It's just stupid. My post everybody else sees they for some reason they won't.
No, don't feel bad because when I was having seeds mailed to where I live, the postal lady or whoever puts mail in the slots up there, she said if they felt bumps in them, they would either open them up or send the shit back.
Well, I got it on there. What it is, seeds.
Even if it had it on it, they would open it up. But I get it sent to my sister's house. Don't nothing happen. I get it every time.
Well, everybody else seeds that I sent out, they got them. Eco, they won't send them out.
No, we're not sharing no screen. I don't know what the hell you doing.
Yeah, they yeah, it's just crazy.
Cause somebody, Miss Auntie Ellen had on her show how the package from Hands in the Dirt was tore up this afternoon. The package Hands in the Dirt has sent to her, but she got her seeds. See, they not gonna even give me my seeds. They gonna send them back.
I like what Eco said. He said I might have to come and pick them up. You gonna be riding in on Annabelle? Honey Slinger, what's up? J3Gs, what's up? Get up and black. Oh, let me tell you. This was a story back in the day where people still had house parties. Good old-fashioned house parties, okay? We was in the basement.
Yeah, blue lights in the basement.
Yeah, we had been toasting and tasting. And so at one point they was playing music. I grabbed, wait a minute, something similar to it. I grabbed the candlestick and I started singing, started doing James Brown. I was going, please, please, please. And somebody grabbed the jacket and they put it around my shoulder.
No, you
then
didn't.
All of a sudden I got backup singers saying, please don't go. And everybody wanted to start a group. Then we had 3 girls got up, wanted to be the Supremes. Then we had 3 guys or 4 guys got up. They wanted to do the Temptation Shuffle. It went, we were supposed to have been out of there, about 12, 1 o'clock. They kicked us out at 4 in the morning.
What's the good old days?
Exactly. It was real music. Back in the day, they had all those love ballads, men begging and pleading for their woman. They were songs you could remember the words even to this day and sing around other folks. You don't have all that cussing and fussing and carrying on and degrading people. It was just respectful, good music. Now the stuff they got, I can't even listen to it. And some of them young guys be coming down the street blasting their music. It seems like it has your windows rattling, But
it has their windows rattling. I don't even know how they hear that stuff.
They deaf. You could be calling their name. They don't hear you because they deaf.
Yeah, I had a brother-in-law. He was in his teen years back in the day. And I keep taking him to the store. And he had a whole speaker that was in the back seat. And that thing
in the trunk.
Would be thumping. He had one in the trunk too. And then he was sitting over there, and I would see his lips move. And I was like, I don't know who the hell that boy talking to. Cause
What's up, Stacy? Hands in the dirt. Oh, yeah.
ain't
Oh,
hands in
yeah.
the
What you
dirt.
say? Ain't too proud to beg? Yeah. Yep. See, everybody can come up with songs that they really enjoy back in the day. Okay. Songs that they understand. They know the meanings to them. It was good, clean fun. Like I said, this stuff they got out here now, you could not play that in my house at all. I don't want it in a party. If I had a DJ, no, don't better not play any of that music.
My
None.
children, when they started driving my vehicle, they came up with many missing CDs because I got in the car and that thing called me something that wasn't my name.
I know that's right.
Ma, you seen my CD? No, I ain't seen it.
My son never got behind the wheel of my car. I was like, no. I was like, you like tearing up cars. You ain't tearing up mine. I said, then neither one of us have a way of getting around. I was like, no.
Well, no, both mine drove mine.
No, you driving it. Mine be somewhere else and be in somebody's back seat. No.
Mine was notorious about putting them darn CDs in my car. I had a Jeep truck one time, and that was my daughter. And I get in the car and they was like, oh, who is that?
Especially love say I can't.
And I hit it, eject, and throw it out the window. Might you seen my CD? No.
Yeah, but you know what? We got a lot of our old sayings from some of them songs. So, like get jiggy with it. All kinds of good stuff.
Well, I mean, get jiggy with it wasn't bad. Will Smith didn't cuss.
No. Let me tell you, get jiggy with it actually came out before Will Smith. He just picked it up.
Who did it? Yeah,
I love James Brown's song "When a Man Loves a Woman." Yeah.
Please don't go. Yes, indeed.
No, Ow, I feel good.
Yes, that was my Friday song. Every Friday. Get up!
That's how I would clean my house. I would put JB on and get to throwing my arms up. You know how you slide across the floor and throw his hands up like that? And I go, ow! And then it was on. I started cleaning and scrubbing. Get the dust and carrying on. Oh, yeah. You get into that rhythm.
Or sometimes that's an ironing song.
Yeah,
Iron on Saturday or Sunday. Iron all your clothes for the week. Oh, yeah. It was good.
Yeah, and they notice a lot of remixes are with old songs.
Yeah, they are.
Mustang. Oh my goodness. Oh, Mustang Sally. Oh my goodness. Yes, indeed. That's a oldie but goodie. That's an oldie. But I'm saying we could get into some serious talks on some music on what we grew up on and what we enjoyed.
Yep, Wilson Pickett. Yeah, the Midnight Hour. Mm-hmm. Otis Redding. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sitting on the dock.
Yeah, I be hollering Aretha around here too.
Yeah, like I said, I do enjoy this SMS radio because I can get a variety of different old school. I love it. Yeah. I had to cut it off before I came up here. I was like, damn,
I was out in the garden singing, sitting on the dock of the bay. Yep.
Well, my neighbors come outside and look at me because I'll put my surround sound and hook my phone up to it. And they be like, you ain't barbecuing? I'll be like, no, I'm out here playing music for the plants. And they be like,
plants. Eco, we had what they call sock hops.
Yes,
you had on like them 2-3 pair of wool socks on and be sliding across the floor and dancing. Oh yeah, we had in high school. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you had the basement parties where you pay $0.25 to get in, and someone would fill up one the sinks in the basement with ice, and they have beer on one side and sodas on the other side, and you had to pay 50 cents for it or whatever. Yeah.
Wait a minute, we did the washing machine. It was bigger than the sink.
Okay, yeah, and we called them the red light.
Yep, red light district. Red. You know what I'm going. Don't make the party start tonight.
Oh, okay. Algero. Okay. I like Algero.
I
Yeah.
do too.
Yeah. So yeah, we can sit here and talk all night about the oldie but goodies. But we also know that a lot of our gardeners are oldie but goodies. A lot of us been around here for a while, been gardening all their lives. Some people are within the last year or two, or some just started during the pandemic that they became aware of how important it is to eat healthier, grow their own food, and then from there it was it was in steps. First they learned how to garden, then they learned how to preserve the food, then they learned how to serve the food to their families, because you got a lot of kids out here don't eat vegetables. You got a lot of men out here that don't eat vegetables. But when you grow it in your garden and serve it to them, they acquire a real taste for real food. And they said, this don't taste like what's in the store, because it's not from the store. It is from the store, your own personal store,
Out
in your
there.
backyard or your balcony or wherever you're growing your garden at. So then they might learn to appreciate certain vegetables. Uh-oh. There's a man in his house.
Hey, Ghetto.
Hello, ladies.
How are you,
Hello,
Ghetto?
hello, how are you? I saw
I'm doing all right.
Facebook, his avatar on. Yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I got
it's
my hair curlers in. You know, I ain't looking good for camera right now. Sorry.
I didn't see no when you flash your head on there, so don't quit lying.
He doing the bap.
Yeah, doing Babsting. Sock hops. Oh,
I didn't mean to interrupt y'all's conversation. I was gonna
go
show
ahead.
you I was gonna show you guys how you could do a quick short and add the music. It'll take
Well,
like 2 seconds. And
go
then I
right
had a
ahead.
question.
We got time. Go for
All
it.
right. Then I had a question for you in your chat. I got some problems going on with my potato plants that I would like to ask you guys some
Uh-oh.
advice, if
You got
that's
the
all right.
potato bug. Okay, yeah, sure. This is
All
a
right.
garden channel.
So do you know how to make my screen big, Miss OG?
No,
Are you on a computer or
I'm on my laptop.
okay,
Uh,
there's three dots in the
Wh-
right corner of my in the right corner of my video.
Uh-huh.
You click that and you put solo screen.
I don't see. I see edit name, edit mic settings, kick from studio, and ban from studio.
No, it's on the panel. So not in
Oh,
the bottom corner, but like my video right here. You know, right here. Well, I'm showing my little fingers. It's like you touch my screen and there should be like three dots that pop up right in the right hand corner.
oh, gotcha. All right, now
Okay.
I see it. All right, solo late. What is that? What you're saying?
Yeah, solo, and then basically you do the same thing to take me off. Okay, so I do all mine on my phone.
We got to hold
So
that still.
I'm trying, man.
Yeah, you making me dizzy.
I'm sorry. All right. So you basically you just go into your YouTube and you want to do a short, you just hit the plus button, create a short, and then right up here it says add sound. So you just click sound, and then this is where you can get any kind of music you want. You can get up here, you can put some Luther Vandross if you want, put some
so
Tupac.
is all that music free?
All of it, it's not that it's free. What it does is it adds, ooh, I'm not trying to add the music to the live stream though. But what it does is, so let me take you to my thing. Well, yeah, to my channel. And I'll show you what it does is these my little birdies, y'all. Y'all gotta come check out my birdies. So
Okay.
what it does is, and I can't play the music because it'll mess your live stream up, but
Okay.
basically I'm gonna turn that down. So I got Tupac playing, and what it does is it adds them right here in the corner. So basically they're still getting their money and you don't get a warning.
Oh, okay.
So where they getting their money from?
They getting their money from basically people, you're advertising their music. So boom, I'm advertising all Tupac music just with my short. You see what I mean?
Duval. Hey,
Okay.
hon.
But you can also add like
You don't get the same effect on a laptop. Cause see, I
I
don't.
don't know.
Cause again, I don't record anything on my phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Go ahead and keep me big though, real quick, Miss OG, because I got a question for y'all ladies.
Okay.
And anybody, go ahead and just rewind what I was showing you there. I seen this is my grandma's Renaissance grandma was having problems because they keep striking her, and they was doing the same to me until I figured out that you got to add it through YouTube.
Butter Roll Boutique. Hey, hon. Glad to see you made it over here tonight.
Can y'all
Dang,
please
blessing.
tell? Can y'all please tell me why my potato plants are going like that? They all spread out. I don't. They've been doing fine for a while. Our weather's been changing pretty crazy, but can y'all see that? How they just spread out? This is where my birds are, and look how spread out they are. And we water them regularly.
It's in a bucket.
Yeah, they're in a bag. These
Okay.
ones
In a
are in a
grow
bag. I
bag.
got some. Yeah, they're in a grow bag.
How long
I
have
got
they
a.
been?
Stacy, you in here? Give them some info.
How long have they been in the bag?
Y'all, can you see my birds? Woo, woo! Mama bird didn't like that.
No,
Let me,
you was
let me.
too close. You got close to her babies.
Can
How
y'all
long
see that?
have they been? How long have they been in the bag, Ghetto?
For about 2 months, 2.5 months, I think.
Well, they're not
I think.
ready yet.
I'm finna
Yeah,
say
they're
I've
not ready.
never grown tomato potatoes, but that sounds a bit early to me.
But that's what I thought. But they just keep. Now it says it's like 90 something here, but I'm telling y'all, it feels like 100 and something. Like the
Well,
sun is
that
hitting
might be
different.
part of the
That
problem.
might be that. Yeah, that
Yeah,
might be
that
the
might be
problem.
part of the problem. It's not that
So
you're
if
not
it
watering.
feel like
It's
it's
that
100 to
it's
you, it
extreme
feels like
heat.
it's 100 to them too.
Yeah, it's extreme heat. You just leave them alone. Just as long as you keep them
As
watered.
long as they're watered, yeah.
Once that temperature drop, they might just snap back. Because they don't look
Okay.
diseased or anything, and they don't look brown enough for them to be ready. So it might be just
Yeah,
like
they're not
you.
wilting.
Yeah.
Okay. And then diversity said that the bag is plastic. Well, I mean, yeah, it's woven plastic. So maybe that's it too, huh? Dang.
You
Yeah.
might
I
just
mean,
need
so I.
a cloth bag without the
Maria
line.
Okay.
Graham said, "How often do you water them?
Usually we was watering them just when they got dry, like every few days. But
How
lately it's
are they draining well? Because if it's in
yeah,
plastic holds the moisture in, and
Exactly.
sometimes they can rot.
okay. Yeah, I mean I assume they dry or it drains pretty good. There's holes all throughout the bottom.
So why do you
And
have plastic down in there? I'm confused.
no, it's the bag itself. The bag itself is a grow bag. It's a let me see. It's
How
one of them
many
grow bags
gallons
that
is
got
it?
the
I've never had a grow bag with plastic in it.
well, I mean, I'm only because what's his name said. I don't think it's plastic. It's like a woven material, but
Oh
it
yeah,
might be
yeah, that's
plastic.
what it is. They said try a larger fabric grow bag, more cloth like.
But wait a minute, I use the
Okay.
bags that are reusable from the grocery store that are not
Yeah, that's
plastic. They are cloth, and there's no lining in it.
okay. I mean, that's basically the same material these are is from like the reusable bags.
Okay.
So basic. I mean, I'm just gonna let them roll. But would it hurt it if I like hit some string and maybe tie them around a little bit so they bush up?
You
Because
can put a stick
it
in the
seems like
middle
it's
and
hurting them by
I
spread.
wouldn't put a stick in there because he might pierce potato if there's one down in there. So
through. I
No,
mean,
um,
no, a piece of string around it to bring the bushes
I know
back
what you're
together.
saying to hold them up, but potatoes normally sprawl anyway. That's their nature to sprawl. They don't always grow straight up. Those sweet potatoes.
Nah, they're
like
Yukon
potato.
Golds,
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
and
okay.
then my other
That's a different story. Yeah, you can tie them
so
up because sweet potatoes normally sprawl. Yukon
is
Gold
this
and
my
red potatoes
other
normally grow
taters?
straight up.
Yeah,
Okay.
these are my other taters, and they seem like they're doing good.
Yeah,
Yeah, they are.
they look
I
pretty
remember
good.
when you made that bed. I remember when you built that. Isn't that out of
Oh
the
yeah,
out of a bed?
Yeah, it
bedboards or
was a
something.
California King bed frame. Yep.
See? Yep. I remember when you first came out and talked about that. Okay.
So
Hey,
my
one
last question.
virtuous woman and one
Hey,
vigilant
one
watchman.
virtuous.
Hello, how are you? Yeah,
So
not
this is
all
my
grow
last
bags
question
are
for
the
y'all.
same, or a cloth
Yeah.
bag, or a pillowcase, or a box. Yeah, they all grow different. You got that right. Plastic grow bags is a new thing. People complain fabric dries out too fast. I like the fabric. That's was
Yeah,
my
yeah, I like the fabric too. I don't want plastic in my bags.
uh
I would,
Eco
I would
says it's supposed to spread.
I would rather water them
Oh,
every
okay.
day than not have to do that.
They will spread and
Maria
drop
Graham
more.
said,
Okay.
leave them alone. They take about 5 months before they are ready. The leaves will dry, then they are ready. Yeah, when they start turning
Okay.
brown and drying out, yeah, it's normally, but it's more than 2 months though.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I figured they weren't done. I was just wondering, like, because they didn't spread out the last year when we grew them, but we didn't
Okay,
get that many. We didn't get that many potatoes out of it. My
yeah,
last question is: this the first time we doing carrots? Um, and actually, this is my garden, not Mrs. Ghetto's. She got everything else. This is my little get down right here. I learned from on how to plant it. I learned it from Deep South Homestead, and I did the same process they did. But I don't know. I mean, I could look it up. Obviously, I want y'all to know this, like real quick. Anybody new gardener? Because I'm new too. This is purslane. This is
yeah,
one of the most nutritious weeds in the
yeah, it
world.
is. Yeah,
I'm telling y'all, don't just throw this stuff away.
yeah, they've
A
been
lot
they've
of
been
weed.
talking about that a lot. Yeah,
You
Oh
call it
yeah,
you call it what?
it's
it's a
purslane.
purslane. It's one of the best weeds out there. So, but my question was, I'm sorry,
Take
what?
care, Mike. Good night. Thank you for coming in this evening. Go ahead and handle your business. Water your garden.
Is that a herb?
No, it's a weed. It
It's
grows
considered a
wild.
weed, but it's a
Yeah,
nutritional weed.
out here in Oregon, man, this stuff grows even inside the concrete streets.
Yeah,
It grows
purslane
everywhere.
grows it grows wild everywhere. Wherever it pops up, it grows wild. It grow up in cracks in the cement in the driveway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a really strong weed.
So my
What
question,
what do you do with it?
um,
I don't
I
know.
don't know what Miss Ghetto does. She mixes it into stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
I heard people cook with it.
for
They might
juicing.
even juice it.
Yeah, it says
Yes.
good for juicing and a blood cleanser. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never heard of that. That's why I was like, what?
Oh, for real? Now that I have. That I have heard about.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
look
hadn't.
at your carrots.
Yeah, so that's what I'm asking. Like, when do I pull them out the ground, man? Because I'm getting
Okay, now
impatient.
let me tell you now, when they expose above the ground like that and they turn green, they said don't eat that part. It's supposed to stay, you know,
Uh-huh.
the only time you pull that away, the dirt around from it is when you're actually harvesting. It's like potatoes. You don't want to expose them to the sun. You
Okay,
want,
so
uh,
should I
it
bury it
might
up a
be,
little
I
bit?
don't know if it's too late or not, but, or
Okay.
that have to
Oh,
change
you go
clothes.
ahead. It
I'm
can't
just
hurt
letting you
nothing.
know.
Yeah, it can't hurt nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
got other ones that are, they're orange, but I'm wondering when do I pull them out?
Well, you
When
know
they
what? They don't have the tops die back like in other plants. So sometimes how
Just go and pick one time.
yeah, well also on the seed packet, it will tell you how long to maturity. It'll tell you if it's 60, 90, or 120 days.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I have all
Yeah,
that written down. I don't know exactly right
yeah.
now, but I
And
know
you
it's
can pull a
around.
couple of them. The ones that's got a real big furry top, pull it up.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Yeah, because
I,
Broke got some rather big
Yeah, oh,
carrots.
Broke's carrots was huge.
Yeah, they were. And
yeah.
then Gina's, hers were long, but they were very skinny.
Yeah,
Broke,
yeah, and
broke,
yeah.
broke
Well, when
got,
you don't thin them out, sometimes they get crowded out. You'll
yeah,
get
yeah.
a
But
couple
yeah,
of them, then you'll get some skinny ones because they didn't pull all the nutrients from it. But for the most part, just look at the seed packet. The seed packet will tell you the maturity, how long it will take before it matures, and then you can just go from
okay.
there, or you can do a trial and error.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's
Well, it
Yeah,
is
okay. That's what I was thinking. We
yeah, yeah. And
because
they're
but I
good at
did
everything. You can
They
put
don't
those
look
with
like
juicer
they really
tubes.
planted.
They don't look like they're big enough really to start pulling them up yet.
Yeah, because
Why that?
usually the tops are bigger too.
Okay, because I did send them out. Man, that took forever. That was, man.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
that
That's
was
why you
that
have to
was
be careful when you plant carrots because they will. And carrots seem to always want to all come up at the same time. That's why you have them all crowded up.
Yeah.
That's why I
I
only try
was.
to plant a few at a time so that way they'll get to be a decent size.
Well, I appreciate y'all's help very much. So
Yeah, we
it
appreciate
is.
you having confidence in us enough to ask the
um,
question.
That'll make sure you let me know when y'all canning and what y'all canning.
All right. Yeah, we hopefully gonna do it this next month. I'm starting to get the fillers out, and we usually have a pretty good panel of newbies and veterans that do it up there with us. So it's pretty fun. The last time we canned, I think who was it? Oh, Carbon Q was the new one. That was the very first time she did it, and she water bath and she pressure canned at the same time.
I ain't living natural for life. That well, you stopped
Well,
in, but
I did
okay.
all last summer with Gina, Tia, and Best Yet Journey.
And
All
well,
right.
I just want to drop this knowledge on you right quick. Diversity Love said green is an arsenic buildup, so they said bury it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Barry.
know they
Okay,
told me.
very
Yeah,
okay.
that if it's green, don't eat it. Yeah, that it can be.
So Miss OG, go ahead and hit the three buttons on the top of my thing. So
Okay,
this ain't the ghetto show. People come in and have to turn right
I
around
know.
like no, no, no.
Okay, now it said exit. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
All right,
it'll
thank you. So
say
you just
exit right
taught
there.
me
There
something
you
new
go.
tonight.
All
Well, you
right.
know, you
Yeah.
know more than I do, Miss Shirley.
What?
You know more than I do.
Well, you know what though? It's the garden community that's teaching me. I didn't know any of this stuff.
Well,
Like I told you.
I get help from Mona and I get help from J3, which
Let
he
me
just
tell you,
went live. I
my
just saw
list
him
goes.
on my
My
screen.
list goes to TLC, Andale, Just Dorsha, Lydia, uh, um, mm, Gina. I have a whole list. I have what they call an IT team. Those sisters have been more than helpful. They have touched my heart in such a way that they have no idea how dear they are to me in regard, and they were patient with me. They didn't holler at me, they didn't get upset. They calmed me down. They was like, okay, you can do this. Take a deep breath, calm down, come out of that screen, and go back. It's like ghetto. Go back up in the corner. No, not that corner.
Yep.
Go back up another corner. And hit this
Deanna
and
Jackson.
come out. Just like what Gina taught me how to do StreamYard. I remembered it. When you do it often enough, it kind of sticks with you. Now, Ghetto just taught me a new skill that I did not know that I
But
could
you
do.
got taught a skill on how to post the link. See,
Okay.
when
I
I
have,
do when
oh,
I do
yeah, they
live, yeah, you did. Gina showed you. I saw you do it.
did. That don't
You,
mean I remembered it.
oh, okay, but you still got the
Oh
skill.
no,
You
I
did,
know how
you
to do
did
the
it
street. Yeah, to bring folks up like you up there now. Yeah, but
right.
that's what I'm saying. I've done
But
it
see,
enough that it's
I don't
kind of
know
like
how
a
to do
routine.
that, so
Okay,
I,
okay,
I
I
had to
got
teach myself how to upload a video. Nobody told
Mhm.
me that. I taught myself. I was like, okay, see,
okay. Barb
So
Brownlee said carrots are ready from 60 to 80 days. She said, look at, like I told you, look at the seed packet for the
right,
specific
right.
type of carrot that you might have. So, yeah. Hey, Indiana Jackson 762. Thank you for stopping in this evening. All right, y'all. It's been more than 2 hours. I thank everyone who's been coming in. Cheryl, thank you for coming up and hanging with the old
thank
girl
you for
tonight.
having me.
I
It's
greatly
good to see
appreciate
you, girlfriend.
girl. Yes, indeedy. And Ghetto, thank you for coming up. And
It was
Yeah,
my
introducing
pleasure.
us and
let me know.
showing
I'm
me a
gonna be
new skill.
watching you now.
Yep, I really
All right.
appreciate it. I'm a slide on
And,
over there. You said
and my
Mrs.
pleasure.
Ghetto got a channel too?
Nah, she just jumps on mine when we do like the canon
Okay.
and stuff
Okay.
Okay,
like that.
Miss Ghetto, we gonna watch you too.
All right. Yeah. Well, we're gonna roll in there and check
Yeah,
both of
I
y'all
got
out. Okay.
I'm
Like I
I'm
said,
I'm
I
pumping
watched you when
you,
you
man.
built that bed, so I knew a little something about you. So It's not like
Well,
you're just sliding through here.
well, I appreciate you letting me up here. I'm honored, most definitely.
Okay. All
I'm
righty.
feeling
Well, I'm gonna
special.
say goodnight to
There you
everybody
go.
because
Good
I'm
night,
hungry.
all.
Good
Yeah.
night, everybody.
All right. Take care. Hey.
Holla at
And,
Miss Shirley.
love you. Thank you
Love
again
you
for
too.
coming on, Miss Cheryl.
No,
Diversity Love, Maria Graham at Barb Brownlee, Butter Road Boutique, Indiana Jackson 762, Cheryl Faulkner, Duval, Granny's Journal, Nikki, all you good people, Maria Graham, everyone that's been in my chat tonight and listened to me, I appreciate you coming in. Hope to see you next Thursday at the same time, Thursday night at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And thank you so much once again. And make sure if you haven't hit that like button, hit it on the way out and show me that you like me just a little bit. And as Miss Shirley say, have a good evening. Y'all come back now. You hear?